imperialism in Australia.
Hi, my name's Tyler Howard.
And I'm Adam Goodwinson.
And we're doing a project video on Australian imperialism. Yeah! So, the subject, the first European mariner, William Jan Zoon, landed in southern Australia in 1606. And over the next 170 years, an estimated 54 Europeans made a treacherous journey in Australia. Yes, quite treacherous indeed. So treacherous, not even you would do it. You wuss. That was uncalled for. Okay, doesn't matter. Anyways, in 1770, King George III of England claimed Eastern Australia as New South Wales. What happened to the old one? There was never Old South Wales. You dumb. So later in 1788, Governor Phillip established the first English colony on Australia. In the next 100 years, England would really establish another 6 colonies in Australia. Really? Yeah, and by the late 1700s, England was transporting prisoners and convicts to Australia, which increased the amount of whites living in the continent by 90%. Well, I'm sure you know what happens next, Tyler. And that is, especially since we have done this 20 times before. Nothing's funny anymore. Sure. Tyler, cut in
Just don't lean up any higher.
2, 1. The Aboriginals, the native Australia at the time, were understanding of the colonizers' role for colonizing. The English traded food, water, axes, cloth, and artifacts, a relationship incurred by Governor Phillip. It was fair and unbiased, but the colonizers kind of ruined it. They took advantage of the natives' primitive power and used their arms and land. And that's history. No, it's not. Back to you! Blueberry McApricot. Meow.
You get the picture? Hold and turn. Look back at me.
Good evening, folks. It's Blueberry McApricot here in wild Australia, where I'm going to talk to you about the Australian succession. Now, it's not like America, where they just separated themselves. They came together in what is now New South Wales. Now, this group of premiers, also known as governors in the states, came and met about creating a Commonwealth of Australian territories, of what is now Australia the country. They separated from England, starting with New South Wales in 1909. Yes, that is true. Oh! Folks, excuse me. There's a wallaby here. This is wild to Australia, I might add. Gotta take the shot. Bang! Okay, we found him. One very important thing I forgot to say is that in the late 1700s, England brought a lot of European prisoners to Australia, and the wallabies are the prisoners. Here's one. No! As you can see, they escaped frequently and rebelled from the English. Whoa. Look how fast they go. As time went on, Australia became more independent, setting up its own constitution, starting trade with other countries, and eventually helping in World War II. Hit it! I got you. Now today, Australia shares most of the same English traditions, like a constitutional monarchy and driving on the left side of the road. But these little buggers, the wallabies, are the only natives to Australia. Come here, you turd! Ha! Gotcha, you little bugger! Are we done? Can you see both of us?
It is good. And your feet's like right in front of the camera.
Yeah, should probably move it. Is it better? Is it still recording?
That's fine.
We'll just cut it.
Go.
Okay. Alright, welcome back.
Second portion.
So in summary of what was last, the locals that were already living there had peaceful understanding with their stores. They didn't last, but it didn't really last.
Before we started, that was pretty loud.
Yeah. Good. Well, we could just cut it. Let's just cut it. Anyway, 3, 2, 1. Hey, welcome back. So in the last part, we talked about how the locals that were living there had a peaceful understanding with the natives. Whoops, I screwed that up. Bleep. Shit. 3, 2, 1. Hey, welcome back. In summary of what we did last time, the locals that were already living there had a peaceful understanding with the explorers. Sorry, I'm going fast. I'm really tired. We're both tired. We're all tired. Anyway, it didn't really last because the locals saw the food that was being stolen and the land that was being taken, so it was kind of unfair. Riley stopped being a dumb guy. They had resistances against them and disputes occasionally, but nothing really got major.
The colony of the New South Wales was made up of criminals and convicts. The British government made a New South Wales law by setting up a legislative council as well as a Supreme Court.
Probably want to scroll up.
Hang on. Practical difficulties. We're just going to snap this on this.
Okay. The question of land ownership by the indigenous people was not dealt with by the colonizers for a while. In 1835, John Batman? Dang. John Batman bought some of their land. Then some guy named Bork decided to say the land was the British and not the locals. They then made a law saying you could be arrested if you don't have proper ownership of land.
Australia is a constitutional monarchy, just like the UK. In Australia, Liz is Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen Australia, and her other realms and territories, head of the Commonwealth. On all matters of the Australian Commonwealth, the monarch is advised by Australian federal ministries of the Crown.
Which basically meant that Australia wasn't really annexed. It was more so kind of, I don't really know how to say it, but like controlled, and like they lived there and they were kind of a part of the Republic. They kind of controlled, not really controlled, they were heavily influenced. They heavily influenced the government, and it still is today kind of considered a part of the British coalition. It is.
But other than that, today Australia is a hot and wonderful place.
That's all, folks.
With kangaroos. Bye-bye.
Bye. Apologies.
I blocked it with the
Okay.
freaking mouse.
Okay, we're done. Riley.